Hello everyone, my name is Richelle and today we are going to discuss some arithmetic and geometric progression problem. So here is the first question. In an arithmetic sequence, the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 400 and the sum of the next 10 terms is equal to 1000. Find the common difference and the first term. Since it is an arithmetic sequence, we can apply this formula where term n is equals a plus n minus 1 times b, where a is the first term and b is the common difference to be found. Next, sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 400, and the sum of the next 10 terms is equal to 1000. So we can see that the sum from term 11 until the 20th term is equal to 1000. We can rewrite that the first 10 terms is equal to 400 and the sum from the term 11 until term 20 is equals to 1000. From these two equations, we can find the sum of the first 20 terms, which is the sum of the first 10 terms plus 1000. The sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 400 plus 1000, so we can get the sum of the first 20 terms to be 1400. Next, we can work this out using this formula of sum n. We can substitute n with 10. So the sum for the first 10 terms will be equal to 10 divided by 2 times a plus the 10th term. The sum of the first 10 terms is equal to 400 and 10 divided by 2 is 5. A plus the 10th term can be broken down into a plus 10 minus 1 times the common difference. We can work this out to be 400 equals 5 times 2a plus 9b. So 400 will be equal to 10a plus 45b. This is the first equation. Next, we can use the sum of the first 20 terms to find the second equation. So the sum of the first 20 terms will be equal to 20 divided by 2 times a plus the 20th term. The sum of the first 20 term is 1400 equals to 20 divided by 2 equals 10, and a plus this can be broken down to a plus 20 minus 1 times the common difference. Work this out and you will find 1400 equals with 10 times 2a plus 19b. And the second equation will be 1400 equals 20a times 190b. After getting these two equations, we can do elimination process to get the a and the common difference. So after we line this up, we can see that we can times the first equation by 2 to get 20a. So the first equation times by 2 equals 800 equals 20a plus 19b. Then we subtract the second equation with the new equation and we will get this result. 600 equals with 100b. 20a minus 20a will be 0, so we don't need to write that down. So b will be 600 divided by 100, and the common difference will be 6. Next, to get the first term, we can substitute b equals 6 to the first equation. So 400 will be equal to 10a plus 45 times 6. Move 45 times 6 to the left-hand side, so 400 minus 45 times 6 will be equal to 130 equals 10a. A will be gained by dividing 130 by 10, so the first term will be 13 and the common difference will be 6. So this is the second question. A geometric progression has the first term a and common ratio of r, and the sum to infinity is 6. A second sequence has first term 2a and common ratio of r squared. The sum to infinity is 7. Find a and r. In this question, we are given the first term of the first sequence of a and the common ratio of r, and sum of to infinity of 6. Now the second sequence has the first term of 2a, common ratio of r squared, and sum to infinity is 7. The formula for sum to infinity is equals to a over 1 minus r. A is the first term and r is the common ratio. Write that down and we will have the first sequence is equal to a over 1 minus r equals 6. The sum to infinity is equal 6, where a is the first term and r is the common difference. In the second sequence, the sum to infinity will be equal 7, substituting 2a for the a and r squared for the common ratio. In this part, we can cross multiplication, so a will be equals to 6 times 1 minus r. We expand it to become a equals 6 minus 6r. Next, we will be substituting a equals 6 minus 6r to the second progression. So 2a will be substituted by 2 times 6 minus 6r over 1 minus r squared equals to 7. Next, we will do the cross multiplication again. So 2 times 6 minus 6r will be equal to 7 times 1 minus r squared. And you will work this out to get 12 minus 12r equals 7 minus 7r squared. We move everything to the left hand side, so we will get 7r squared plus 12r plus 5 equals 0. So we will continue by factorizing this equation with r minus 1 times 7r minus 5 will become 0. So r can be solved and r is equals to 1 or r equals to 5 over 7. Since this is a geometric progression, r equals 1 will be disqualified, so the common difference is 5 over 7. Since we already have the common difference, we can just substitute r into a. So a will be equals to 6 minus 6 times 5 over 7, and the first term is 12 over 7. So that's all for today's video, and thank you for your attention. As you all know, we are facing the coronavirus pandemic, so stay safe and healthy, avoid crowds and stay at home. God bless you. Thank you.